So in the overnight session, we've seen a multi-day balance breakout attempt above the recent highs. And now heading into the open, the main question is whether this balance breakout attempt is going to sustain or is it going to fail, and how the market behaves at the 53.10 to 15 pre-market support, which we're also using as the micro bull bear zone, will help us answer that question. As long as buyers are holding ES above 53.10 to 15, the balance breakout would remain in play and the buy side could maintain control. And if we get a breakdown below 53.10, that would be a warning sign. Now, buyers can still be active at the 52.99.5 to 53.07.5 initial support, but they'll need to get the market back above 53.10 to 15 in order to signal that they are regaining control. So just keep in mind that we're using 53.10 to 15 as the micro bull bear zone to help us determine the real-time intraday bias, and if we're holding below the micro bull bear, then that is a sign of weakness, and if we're holding above it, then that signals the buy side in control. Now, in order for the bearish scenario to come into play, we would need to take out initial support and 52.8575 to 95.75. On the upside, we have pre-market resistance at 53.21 to 25, followed by the initial resistance zone at 53.29 to 35. And as long as we're holding above 53.10 to 15, ES would have potential to test both of those areas of resistance, and a breakout above pre-market and initial resistance would serve as an intraday bullish indication, and that can then result in a test of 53.39 to 50, where there is a higher probability of sellers being active. So on the upside, even though sellers can be active as early as pre-market or initial resistance, that would only be the case if this breakout attempt is going to fail. If the breakout is going to succeed, then we don't have to stop at pre-market or initial resistance, and in that situation, ES is more likely to test 53.39 to 50, and that zone will likely take more time to process. That is a more significant area of resistance. So unless we're seeing big and sustained upside momentum, that area could take a bit more time and effort for the market to push through, and sellers are more likely to defend there on first test, and a breakout above 53.50 would serve as a bullish indication on the larger time frame, and that can then eventually lead to a test of the all-time high area at 53.58 quarter to 68 quarter, where again sellers are likely to be active, and then beyond that there is no hard resistance. So that is the market context and plan heading into the open. Given that the market is set to open above the recent range, we will need to see signs of initiative buying in order for this breakout to succeed. And from a market structure perspective, as long as buyers are holding ES above the micro bull bear, the buy side would be in control. So that is the plan heading into the open. Let's see how the real-time situation shapes up and how the market behaves at the pre-market and initial support. That is going to help us determine the state of this multi-day balance breakout and in turn the intraday bias, and we'll take it from there.